My name is Soledayo Adegbite, aka Dio Slides. So I'm an actor, a filmmaker, a recording artist, a content creator, and an entertainer basically.
My name is Seyitan Adeyemi. I'm an actor, producer, content creator.
My name is Tobi Fakos. I'm an actor and a producer.
I've been in the business of filmmaking for 6 years now, and my dad was the one who made me discover my talent for acting, which is actually crazy because left to him, he would have wanted me to be something else, like be in another profession, but he unknowingly, helped me discover my talent for filmmaking.
I didn't discover, the thing it has been there, but I did not want to go into anything called acting, anything entertainment. I actually didn't want to go into anything, but right from school, my principal, down to the university, my lecturer, everybody would say, Tobi, there is this heart in you. What are you doing in science class?
Acting for me started from when I was a lot younger. I remember when I lived in Lagos, at Ogba, in Lagos. Then, Seyitan Adeyemi had this company not far from my house, and she was shooting a couple of TV dramas like Everyday People and all of that. So one day he saw me coming with my mom, and he just called my mom that I like your son to come and act something. Although I did later act in that is TV drama, but when we went for rehearsals, that's when I knew that this acting is actually fun and it's something I think I would like to take up. But that didn't occur to me until years later when I was about to enter school. And the funny thing was that my first choice was mass communication. Drama didn't come to me like I should do it, but I found myself doing it, and my final year I majored in acting, and my first movie professionally, I think my first movie was 2015, Ayomi. That was my first movie. So I think I like to say that I started professionally in 2015, and since then it's been no looking back. Most actors like me, I believe that the best way to get yourself roles is to put yourself in.
Okay.
Yeah, and the best way to put yourself out there is to produce your own movie, which coincidentally I feel like
It worked for me though. It worked for me.
I cannot really say that it did much for me. Maybe because I've not really put myself out there. But like before the production of movies and all, people would say that okay, go for auditions and all of that. But like I remember my friends and I going for audition. Papa, shout out to Papa. Yeah, don't be stupid.
It is even now better now that we have online auditions compared to physical audition where you have to leave the comfort of your house.
Yes, that's
to Lekki.
You know that online audition actually started.
Still better.
That online audition actually started from
COVID.
COVID.
But to me, I don't know. I feel like most casting directors already know exactly the number of people that they want. They just want promotion for their project, if you ask me. Because how would you say some of us even go for this audition to just pay, we will borrow money to go for the audition. I remember days that it was my mom that was funding my transportation to every audition ground. Some days very early in the morning, 4 a.m. I'm already out of the house.
Exactly.
I will not
I'm not even sure of coming back.
Rain. I remember myself and Papa coming from an audition from Ikeja. It rained cat and rats. Jesus Christ. There was nowhere we could hide. And we just had to walk like that. We didn't eat. We were hungry. In the evening, guess what? We didn't audition. We went there very early as at 8. We didn't audition until like past 6 a.m. Past 6 p.m.
I had the same experience with Kemi Adetiba.
Oh yeah, that recent audition. So the thing about audition, I feel like auditions are not the best place to get the best of people. Like me especially, I think I've gone to over 100 auditions, and like I was telling you earlier,
how many jobs?
I said out of the hundreds of auditions I've been to, the ones I can beat myself that yes, that
you
killed
like five.
Yeah. So I feel like audition is not the best judge of an actor's capability. I think audition is just an avenue for you to check yourself and maybe just interact with other filmmakers.
And I used to say something to like younger ones. I'm like, if you cannot handle rejection, audition because you go cry tire.
Before that, the audition aspect that I even think is actually more crazy is the part where you don't have an opinion of whatever character they are looking for.
You just say,
That one is
give us
crazy.
what you
Just
have.
Give us what you have.
Bro,
In your head, you're
I
like,
don't want to
what
give
do I
you
want to
something.
give you? And then in most audition, 70-80% of whatever people are bringing to the table is they want to come and cry. Emotions. And in your head, you don't know what you want to do. You don't know what you want to do.
And that's why most new auditions now they give a character bible. They
So
tell
you
you,
know.
so you know the roles. That's why now
That's the online,
now
not the physical.
when I go, I select auditions that I go for now. Because I always say that no matter how big I get as an actor, I'll always go for auditions. No matter, although I just have to select and maybe choose a few. But I said those auditions, when you see that this ones know what they want, they will give you a character bible that these are characters maybe from age 20 to something. They need someone this, they need someone. So you know, if they put an audition of a short plumpy kind of person, I know that I can't fit into that. So I know the ones I go for. I feel like those ones know what they're doing. So those are the kind of auditions that people should
Like
actually
really,
go
to be very honest, I'm so disinterested in audition. Like, you guys experienced one where we all went together. I came from Ocean State. That was mad.
And they started the shoot already.
I swear I was going to make something with these people. Like I really was going to create a content about audition, like the crazy things that actually happen. How can you people say there is something about you, bro? If there is something about me, call me.
So Seyitan, you said something the other time. You spoke about rejection.
Yes.
How do you handle rejection as an actor? Let me hear from you. Proud.
To be honest, there is no. I wish I could say that this is the right way to handle rejection, but just be open-minded. Really, that's it.
I always feel like I so much believe in myself that when I'm probably not picked for a role, I like to believe like I am not what they're looking for. I'm not the actor. I don't have the specifics. I'm probably not the look, the appearance they're looking for. So that's why I like to console myself with that. Okay, it's not like I didn't deliver well.
Yeah.
I did.
No, when I say rejection, it does not have to do with audition now.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about should I say feedback? Could be negative, could be how do you.
To be honest, like I just said, just be open-minded, and you just have to go with the mindset.
Because I feel this
I'm just
rejection,
going there to
this
try my luck.
criticism, whichever way, constructive, it's part of our job.
Yeah, it's part of it. It's part of it. Like you're offering people a service, so definitely they want to see something.
You're fit for it. Or
Yeah,
not.
they want to see something better. They want you to upgrade. If MTM does, I mean, a network provider, if we do something, we always tell them, please, we're not getting this, we are paying for this, we're not getting this. So when you get criticism as an actor, people that tell you, there's that movie you did, you didn't act like a strong man, well, it's good. At least I know things that I need to work on. So I believe that it's normal. That's when they are constructive. There are some people
when they are
know.
destructive,
Then those
because
ones,
definitely you will get that.
Just
Especially this era that social media is everything.
You're going places. There's something about you. We will definitely call you back. God almighty. Let's see, like, period. That's what works for me. Just be open-minded and just
Anything
know that
comes,
yes. If it comes, fine. I literally sometimes I'm serious. I literally tell myself I'm going to waste money because. This thing happened to me. I went for this my siblings and I audition Funke Akindele's production.
Oh, yeah,
and
that?
I cried. 2018. 2018 or 2019, I can't remember now. Between that, I cried.
Why?
Like she shouted at me. Not like shout,
One-on-one.
but like yeah.
like in the audition.
Yes, and I cried. What made me cry really was because I woke up very early. I left the house before 4:30. And in Lagos, you already know how dangerous that is.
Yeah.
But if I didn't leave, traffic would not allow me get there on time. So there was that. I didn't eat. I was hungry. All right. And then getting to the audition, seeing like the numbers of people, I already know. I'm not sure there's really space for you here already, you know. And then she coming to say, "Oh, it was like I was already tensed." So I just broke down like right there in front of everyone. I was just.
She shouted like how? Like, what did you do? I don't understand.
Okay, so I got to the audition. I think I was number 3 or so, and so there's this my friend Tomi Ojo, you know her, yeah. So I called her and I was like, "Oh, there's this audition coming up," and she was like, "Oh, she's very close to the area." That was in Terra Culture, and she's like, "She's getting very close to the area, and she would reach out to me and all that." So she got there to the audition, and she was like, "Oh, she wanted to practice for the role she was intending to present to the judges. So we went to the toilet and we were auditioning. Mind you, they already gave me number. I'm already numbered. And she was rehearsing, and then Aunt Funke came in. We didn't know that she was going to reshuffle the numbers. So apparently, while my friend was rehearsing, they had already called my number, and I wasn't there.
Ooh.
Okay, I wasn't there. So when I got in, people were like, "Oh, they've been calling your number." So I just went there to pick the tag, number 3 tag that I thought. I didn't know that they already reshuffled. They already created.
So you went in.
So I just went in and picked it, and she was like, "My darling, please can I have that?" Like, I was like,
She didn't have audition that day.
I auditioned. But you don't know that. This one is flopped. And from number 3, I was giving 100 and something. And it was really, really crazy for me.
How many hours did you waste after?
And guess what? My friend went home. She auditioned and she got the role.
Are you serious? In one movie was what?
My siblings
My
and I.
siblings and
So like, I was, Jesus Christ, like I cringed. I cringed because it was an awful experience for me, to be honest. It was quite a little thing, but to me it meant a lot. It meant a lot, and like I think that will be the first time. Usually when I go for audition, I go home to cry because I cry. Honestly,
usually.
Yes. Yeah, like it happens
Like
every single time. I cry
Why?
after every audition. I think
Why?
the first audition I didn't cry
That
was the
one-
one we did together
Okay,
here.
I'll let
Because
you
you guys
have
were
it, you
here. Like I cried because I just know
So if
that
you were alone, you would have cried.
if I what?
If you were alone.
Actually, I think
Yes.
should have cried.
I'm a very emotional being. Like I'm very, very emotional.
Why? But I think
just-
this thing was we'll get back to you, not
Not go
But
and cry.
that
No,
don't
but-
deceive
Not
yourself.
bad.
You see that we'll get back to you is often
No, but
times
really,
a
but
lie.
not-
really,
now.
see, like.
Oh well, for me, that's what it has always been. And so like I just like you know when you
do you
just
get what I'm saying? It's not like
When
they
I-
rejected
when
that.
something
It's
is
like,
like premeditated.
When I auditioned for Osa's role in Industries, I auditioned for the role alongside like almost 1,000 people at Ikeja. I remember that year. That was 2017. Was it? No, that was 2016. That was 2016. Then I went to see. They said they will get back to me. Then before I said she did, I was called to appear in a couple of episodes of Jennifer's Diary. So I did. No, I did a couple of scenes in Jennifer's Diary. Yeah, so from should I can put on that washing machine?
Okay.
boom, boom. Esther, you enjoying those?
Sure.
When you say usually, I don't understand.
Like I'm
Why?
serious. I just know like
Is it like a ritual?
it's not a ritual kind of thing. It's not, but it just happens like that. Like I cry.
Okay.
Cause I'm just like
Yeah, you're
there's
better
something
over.
about you.
Yeah, so when I auditioned for Osa's Industries, I auditioned. I got called for Jennifer's Diary. They said we'll get back. When I didn't get any call back, I traveled to Calabar to do my service. But there, they kept calling me that I should come. I think I told you the story.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
They called me they called me twice. Like I couldn't make it, and they were like, "There's nothing I can do if I don't come." The second time, I said, but the third time, Funke Akindele herself called me. I said,
It's a
"This is
big
Funke."
thing,
I'm
like,
like,
bro,
"Ah."
you blow.
And what she told me, it's not like nobody has done it like you. So why don't so for her to call me, that's for her to call me, it showed that that's why I always feel, that's why it's like I said earlier, I always feel like if a role, if I feel like if I look like a role, if this role is, I have the specifics of a certain role, I feel like oh I'm good enough for it. So for her to call me means that I look like what they were looking for. That's why they called me severally.
I think you should learn to stop crying because you just cry really.
Because now I
But-
think
but-
I've gotten to the point where
Might
I
be
feel
a
like
stress
maybe
reliever now,
audition
maybe
is not
that's
for me,
just-
so I don't cry anymore.
Even me, do you know, even me,
Audition
even
is
today.
hard. Oh God, I wish I could actually tell the younger ones that, like the
you
ones
shouldn't
who
go
are
for
yet to
audition.
step.
But you know
their
that this thing has
feet
worked
into
for some
this
people
thing.
too.
It has, but Oga, you go get person, you go get an insider. I remember Timini saying something like, "Oh, you don't have to do like 10." They were interviewing him, I think after MTV Sugar, and it was like they were like, "What do you think works for like young actors?" And it was like, "I don't believe that you have to work." In like 10 movies before you become famous. Like a movie is just enough, which is actually right. But if he didn't say what followed the statement, which was I went for an audition for the MTV Sugar audition, and actually before I got there, my sister already called somebody. You know, so I didn't really audition like that. You need to have long, like the way you need to have long legs to get into the oil industry, any business sector is almost becoming like that in the industry. So
No.
like it's becoming a hard nut to crack.
Excuse me, it's like saying someone from nowhere with talents and prospects cannot get to. You are trying to kill. They are killing their dream.
I'm not. It's just
But
the
let's just
fact.
say the 50-50 thing.
Yes. But some
But everyone has gotten to that position with this same audition, and there's some people who has not worked for them.
now there are some auditions I will probably go for, and someone will recognize me
From there,
so
yes.
we'll tell the rest, did I him do that? He did this, he did that, and they're like, go and sit down. Come
Maybe
back
when
to
I get to that point,
No,
Exactly.
which gets
I would
No,
have
when
a
you get to that
different
point,
view.
that's the
No.
sort of an audition.
Yeah.
You get to meet people.
Get to meet people.
Even those that are actually judging or whatever, they have your face already. They have you in
Yes.
mind already. Now you'll be shocked that they'll just call you that, oh, you came for a particular audition. I saw you.
Can we
there,
talk
and then
about?
you got this
Can
role
we
because
talk
of that
about
audition.
you going for audition and they're telling you in 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Because if you're telling me that now, you know,
And
if you're telling me that a
Yes.
judge is going to recognize my face because I
Okay,
came
this
for an
is
audition,
audition.
shading no
I
5
mean, it was
seconds.
5
in
seconds.
I'll
You have
talk
5
to-
seconds to prove
I'll-
yourself.
I'll-
I beat traffic for like 4 hours.
Wow.
I've been like in the transport in
Yeah,
transit
in 5
and
seconds, how do
everything,
you want
and I'm
to,
going only for me
you
to
know?
get there. And you're telling me in 5 seconds.
I'll turn to
And
Joshua.
you tell me that judge is going to
I said, what did you say? I said, I don't think a monologue.
like Joshua.
I don't think a monologue. I said, what did you do?
Yeah.
I'm done, right?
No.
I
You
witnessed
guys
that with
expect
Seyitan
me to
Adeyemi.
give you something in 5
guys,
seconds.
when you call me,
I mean,
just
it
tell us
makes
your name
sense.
and then shoot. I'm like, shoot.
And
shoot
yes,
what
no,
exactly?
that one is normal. That's not
5 seconds.
She said 5 seconds.
Tell us your name and then shoot. And then,
And now shoot what shoot is.
and then you start. Why? Well, thank you. What did I just do?
No, sometimes it's but that's
And I'm like, why? Thank you. You have seen what you're looking for.
I remember when I went for African Magic Audition.
The woman who
Was it
considered that.
2015? As I entered the room, I think I saw RMG, Ramsey Noah, and my fever just comes. And they said, "Do you have something for us?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, blah, blah." Hello? I said, "Thank you."
Yeah.
Well, audition is like when you want to get a job, you have to go for interviews. So audition is the interview for movies. It is important.
And you don't do interview in 5
And
seconds.
I think it is erroneous to think that most times casting directors already have what they want before calling for audition. It could be part of the reason they are doing it for publicity or whatever, but it is not true to say, or it is not entirely good to
Not
say.
or maybe not in all cases.
Yes, to say they are doing this. Personally, auditions are very important, and I, just like most of you, or just like the three of you, I also wanted to be an actor initially, and I was going for auditions like you. Then in 2013 or 2012, I can't remember, it was 2013 I guess, I was in Lagos. I schooled in the north, so I came home for ASU strike and I was in Lagos. And in Lagos I went for an audition and there were so many people. As a matter of fact, like you rightly said, they were showing the trailer of the movie that we were auditioning for. So Terry G was in it. That time Terry G was hot, so it was like a vampire kind of thing. So people were dying and all that. So I guess they needed more extras. And I was like 500 and something number. And I saw some of my classmates
1,000.
and my friends from OAU. I saw some of them.
I think it wasn't the audition I saw you.
I can't. Maybe it was the
We met at one
audition.
audition.
Maybe it was that audition. I can't
When you
remember.
guys met on audition ground,
Yeah.
Jesus
No, we
Christ.
met.
No,
We've known each
online.
other for the audition team. I went there and I was like, I saw like, oh wait, look at the numbers of people trying to get into movies. Meaning, if I actually go back and start my own audition, people will still turn up.
Yeah.
And that day I walked away. I didn't do the audition, and I went back to Zaria, and I made my first movie. It was a short film called. I was doing theater and dramatic arts, theater and performing arts. That's how we call it.
Okay.
So that was so I had actors, people that wanted to do acting, everybody in my class. So I called my classmates. We did some classes and we made a film. It was quite. It wasn't the best of films. It wasn't, but it was the attempt.
Yeah.
And it was from this movie. So God rest my then HOD, Professor Kafel. God rest his soul. He's late now. So he was doing. So there was a film festival in Jos. From audition, and they talk through life story. The benefit of the audition in my career. I discovered that I could make films from audition ground. Yes. I didn't know that I could produce or direct. I just wanted to be an actor like almost everybody. But at that instance, I realized, okay, I need somebody to create jobs. So if I do audition, some of these people will get into movies from doing my films. I walked away. So that film that I made that time, we took it to Jos for a festival. And it was a film festival, students from other schools and everybody. And in the hall, there was a guy sitting beside me. And the guy, anytime they are showing film, the guy goes, I see shot, oh my nice shot. And I'm like, Bobo, you go tap me, say, bros, you don't see that shot. Oh guy, you no go leave me. I know you. So then I think it was the era of BBM. So somebody called me also. So I picked the call and I was speaking Yoruba. So after the thing, yes, the guy now said, so if you Yoruba, I can't speak Yoruba to me. I can't say So I got interested in him and we started talking. So that person is cinema official. He's one of the badass cinematographer in the industry right now. So we got he introduced me to some of his other colleagues right there. Like they came for the festival, and so we all went back to our schools and we exchanged a BB pin and we're pinging
each other.
So that's how I met the Dios. It was because of that guy. It was from audition. So my career, and to the glory of God, I've been able to make some content that I have put some actors on. It was from audition. And then there's a funny thing about auditions that some people also come to the audition. They just come. They are the guys that do not have money to set up their audition. So they will come and watch people perform and pick their own people there.
Are you serious?
Yes, I've heard about that.
Yes,
So as a producer now, I don't have money. You know, when you want to do audition, publicity, you rent a venue, you pay a lot of money.
Auditions are not like public stuff. Like when you want to make audition, like you guys are the judges.
But you guys
for
are
instance,
realizing now.
you
Yes, but you guys are realizing now. That's where your audition starts from.
Yeah.
So as a guy, as a
two,
producer,
4, 5.
I don't have money to rent venue. So I come to audition, I see people sitting at the corner, rehearsing their lines and all those things.
Watching,
I go there, please can I get your number?
From
They might not know. And funny thing, most times, some of these auditions, you realize that the one that you audition for, they end up not making that movie till date.
Yeah.
And then the one, let me chip in this story. I heard it, and I think it's factual. Bimbo Ademoye's story.
Okay.
Bimbo Ademoye, I heard that she went to Closer Pictures, that's Ojuake Songs, for an audition. She got there late, and they were looking for people in their 40s or so. Bimbo is obviously not 40s in that year. And she went there, the audition is over, the production manager said, we are done audition, and then we are not looking for people like we are looking for elderly people. She was maybe pleading or so. Then the woman stepped out and saw her. She said, okay, do something. And they did something, she did something, and till date they've not made that project that they were auditioning for. But Bimbo had appeared in almost all their films, including Selena, the popular Selena. And look at Bimbo today. She went for an audition. So Dio said something about specification that you might not look like it. She didn't look like a 40-year-old person, but her career probably kick-started from saying I can do it, even though they were looking for 40-year-olds.
Oh God.
So it's from audition. So there are different stories. There are different audition stories.
Yeah.
So some people made it from there. Some people teamed up and started doing stuff from auditions.
Yeah.
So auditions are not scam. It's just like every other thing, and you can't shut your eyes from one bad experience and say because of this bad experience I won't do audition.
It's not.
And let me tell you, for even popular people or actors that are registered, audition. I'm talking as a director now that do casting. So you have a lot of people reaching out to you, DMs, calls, and everything. I can have to put me in your movie, but you won't remember when in the real sense when the time to cast comes, you forget. Yeah, you are stopped. So the people, so it is easy for you to look at your repertoire, like, okay, the closest people to you. In fact, you cannot be calling some of your other directors, like, I'm looking for so person, and I say this. You won't remember those people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So as a director, in that instance, even you that think you are popular, when they are trying to cast, they probably do not remember you. But the moment you walked into the audition, they remember you.
Yeah.
So you can't be too big as an actor to say I can't go there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you just need to try.
Wedding party now.
Walked in. Yes, I heard Shola Shobale did reading.
Yeah, she went for it.
She
I think literally all
And that
of
was
them,
like
even
one-
Adesua, because according to what I think it
And
was
she got
Adesua
the
that
role
said it,
because
that what's his
she
name? Wale
walked in
Soyinka was
as
part
the
of that
character.
judge,
no,
one of the judges for the wedding party. So like I think every one of them went for the audition of the wedding party.
So
Even Banky himself said he went for the audition that it was like the least person.
So
So you know there are
because
different
of
types of
transitioning.
or
Yeah,
auditions.
there's-
So
there's-
those-
Exclusive, yes.
and then for some of them it's reading. It's not really audition. So they know that okay, this is Seyitan. If I like me now, mostly I don't do auditions because I don't. For some reasons, I don't do auditions because I am like an underdog, and I have my eyes and ears around the industry. So I have friends that are also underdogs doing production, and the kind of stories that I tell right now are not ones that I need to call the entire world to say, yeah, come and try this on. So most times there's one person, and some of the actors I've worked with are not essentially actors. They are people doing other things that I just felt, okay, this person looks like what I want for this character. Then I talk to this person, and while talking, I realize that, okay, I can rehearse this person, train this person to. I learned that from one of my guys, Dotun Taylor. I don't know if you know Dotun Taylor, the director. So he made a film called the title of the film, 1,000 Miles, Egberun Mile. I think the film is on YouTube. You should see it. The major guy, you probably would have seen. There's a guy on Dread.
Dotun Dread, yeah.
Yes, the major guy. He was never an actor. So Mr. Dotun told me that he met this guy on the road, and it looked like what he wanted for the character. And then he trained the guy for a couple of weeks, and then they filmed the movie. So that is somebody that never auditioned, and there are thousands of actors trying to get in.
Am I closing my eyes to audition? No. I mean, I'm even gone. Despite the fact that I know that it may and it may not work, alright? I still go for it. But me, I'm just saying that even though I'm going for this, I have this thing in my mind that this is what I just doing it for doing sake. But let us also go for going sake. You know, if I have the opportunity, let us shall go.
But I think I picked 1, 2, 3 from what Storyteller said now. The audition is not even just because of those that are actually organizing the audition. I mean, he's trying to say that there are a lot of opportunities in there. You get to meet people. All these big films too did not start from. Do you get?
Like that meeting people.
You get to
And,
meet
when,
people.
and the funny thing about
Before
audition
you
is
get
that
there.
when you get to audition, you get there and you meet people. I realized something, that these people coming for auditions, they are almost friends. Like, so at that time when I was going for auditions trying to get in as an actor, so they were BBM groups that there's always information. So they will pass information that there's audition.
Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
go to 3 different
WhatsApp
auditions.
It got
So
to
it's
a
like a
point.
community.
It got to a point where I was going for audition that you always meet us. So my guy, how far?
Yes, you
There's
know
one
people-
short guy that is always doing stunts in Tony Abraham's movie, Mr. Nollywood.
Yes.
He created a WhatsApp group then. He would also
Like I was in different WhatsApp
we would also do like
different
audition
WhatsApp group.
VI tomorrow. All of us will pack ourselves there. How far now? We'll sit down and talk. Write my name for me, right? So it was like it was.
So which is going to take me to what I think we should discuss next is so like I said, in my own case, I wanted to be an actor, and then I saw that there's so many people doing this thing, and I saw like an opportunity that if I actually try to make
branch
movies,
out.
some of these people can come. And since then, now acting, they even find me now. I know they get time, because when I'm directing movies, so there are some actors that doesn't show up. They say, director, please help us. I say no. I be director, I be actor. And this is the same me that used to go to countless auditions.
I'm going to
So,
change my career.
I'm not saying change your
you don't
career.
have
I can change my career.
Change, I pay for you.
6
You don't have
years
to change.
investment. Where
So
do I
money.
put that?
So you're still a filmmaker.
Now, as an actor, as a director now, I look back at those moments and I felt okay.